Today, we're talking about something that affects all of us at some point in our lives: love and attraction. Have you ever wondered why you're drawn to certain people? Or why love feels so powerful? Well, there are actual psychological facts that explain these feelings. In this video, we'll dive into the top psychological facts about love and attraction, and trust me, some of these might surprise you. So, let's get started. 1. The power of first impressions. Let's start with first impressions. Did you know that it only takes about milliseconds for us to form an opinion about someone? That's right. Studies show that within just a few seconds of meeting someone, we've already made judgments about their attractiveness, trustworthiness, and personality. It's like our brains are on autopilot when it comes to this. First impressions are powerful because they set the stage for everything that follows. If we feel a connection right away, it's much easier to build attraction. But here's the thing: what we find attractive isn't always what we think. For example, physical appearance may seem like the first thing we notice, but qualities like confidence and kindness can be even more influential in forming lasting attraction. 2. The role of chemicals, dopamine and oxytocin. Now, let's talk about the brain. When you fall in love, your brain releases chemicals that make you feel good. The two main chemicals involved are dopamine and oxytocin. Dopamine is known as the feel-good hormone. It's the same chemical your brain releases when you eat your favorite food, win a game, or, yes, fall in love. This is why love feels like such an exciting rush. It's like a constant dopamine high. Then, there's oxytocin, often called the cuddle hormone or the bonding hormone. This chemical is released when you hug, kiss, or have physical contact with someone you care about. Oxytocin makes you feel connected and emotionally bonded to your partner. This is why physical touch is so important in relationships. It strengthens the emotional bond and deepens attraction. 3. The science of similarity. Here's an interesting fact: we're more attracted to people who are similar to us. That might sound obvious, but there's actually a psychological reason behind it. People tend to be drawn to others who share similar values, interests, and even appearance. This is called the similarity attraction effect. Psychologists believe this happens because we feel more comfortable and validated when we meet someone who mirrors our own beliefs and traits. It's easier to connect with someone who gets you. But here's the thing: while similarities are important, differences can also spark attraction. Sometimes opposites attract because they offer something new or exciting that we don't have ourselves. 4. The halo effect. Have you ever noticed how we tend to think of someone as better overall when they're physically attractive? This is called the halo effect. In simple terms, the halo effect is when you judge someone's overall qualities based on one positive trait, in this case, their looks. If someone is physically attractive, we tend to assume they are also more intelligent, kinder, and even more successful. But here's the catch: the halo effect can be misleading. Attraction based purely on looks doesn't always lead to long-term love or emotional connection. Looks might get your attention, but character and emotional connection are what make relationships last. 5. The power of eye contact. Here's another fascinating psychological fact: eye contact plays a huge role in attraction. Eye contact creates a feeling of connection and intimacy. Studies have shown that when two people hold eye contact for a few seconds, it can increase feelings of attraction. In fact, it can even make someone feel like they've known you for longer than they actually have. Eye contact triggers the release of oxytocin, the same bonding hormone I mentioned earlier, and can create a sense of trust and closeness. So, if you're interested in someone, don't underestimate the power of a genuine gaze. Just don't overdo it, or it might get awkward. 6. The what is beautiful is good effect. Let's talk about a social bias that can affect attraction: the what is beautiful is good effect. This is the idea that we associate physical beauty with other positive traits, like intelligence, kindness, and success. It's a stereotype that is deeply ingrained in our society. While it's true that people who are considered attractive often receive more attention, research shows that physical attractiveness doesn't necessarily correlate with someone's actual qualities. In fact, relying solely on looks to judge a person can lead to misunderstandings and shallow connections. So, while physical beauty might initially attract us, it's the inner qualities that truly define whether a relationship will thrive. 7. Attraction is linked to emotional vulnerability. Finally, emotional vulnerability plays a huge role in attraction. Research has shown that when people open up and share their personal feelings, it can create a deeper emotional connection and increase attraction. When we feel vulnerable, we're showing our true selves, and that can build trust and intimacy. Think about it: when someone confides in you, it creates a bond. You feel closer, and you're more likely to see them in a different light. This is why relationships that are based on emotional openness and mutual understanding are often stronger and more fulfilling in the long run. So, as we've seen, love and attraction are not just about physical appearance. There are deep psychological and biological factors at play that influence who we are drawn to and why. From first impressions to emotional vulnerability, love is a mix of chemistry, connection, and shared experiences. If you've learned something new today, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who might find it interesting. And leave a comment below to let me know which fact surprised you the most. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.